Some moments are so incredible, they have to be seen to be believed. This is Incredible Moments Caught on Camera, Best of the Month, featuring the most mind-blowing and unforgettable footage. Get ready for a compilation you won't forget. Even though it was dark, there's no way he didn't see the parking ramp, yet he crashed into it. Now, no one can get out of the parking lot for free. On his first day at work, his boss was explaining his task, but to him, it was just a boring. He was not enjoying the snowy fun, although I think he didn't quite like it. He went overboard with drifting, and in the end, a wheel came off. Until I came across this video, I had no idea birds had tongues this long. This way, they can catch insects with ease. This was a real close call. Before any physical activity, we should make sure to warm up properly. It's essential for preventing injuries and improving performance. Vin Diesel as a truck driver. Are you like these drivers who scrape a parked car and drive away? How is it possible that this vehicle is still running without any issues? Is this the luckiest person ever? One of the reasons I hate winter is because I have to clear snow off my car every single day. It's like the snow is having a personal vendetta against me, making every morning feel like a battle. When stubborn people find themselves in a tight space. They might have gotten away with it if it weren't for the police right behind them. Traffic officers often have workdays that feel straight out of an action movie, constantly navigating chaos and keeping order. The cat waited for her owner to fall asleep before sneaking into the aquarium. The security camera captured the raccoons having a wild party in the backyard one evening. It looked like they were having more fun than most people do at a party. Our pets can sometimes be incredibly hyperactive. After watching a few episodes of Fast and Furious, he hopped on his bike and pulled off this move. Looks like the movie inspired him to take his speed skills to the next level. How is it even possible for this vehicle to keep going? When he stepped out of the house, he couldn't figure out where his stroller had gone, so he had to check the CCTV footage to solve the mystery. Although it was a bit of an embarrassing situation, at least he managed to make everyone in the office laugh. This was obviously too much to handle. He didn't do anything wrong. It was simply meant to happen. There were no customers in the store today, so he decided to take a little nap in the chair. Of course, the moment he dozed off, gravity had other plans. It was the kind of nap that turned into an unexpected floor meeting. Who would have thought he would do this? He forgot that the camera was recording everything, so now he has to explain this to his boss. Maybe he parked well, but he still didn't do everything as he should have. She thought no one was watching, so she decided to test her reflexes in the most unexpected place you can imagine. It's impossible that he didn't notice or feel that he had hit this wall. He only has good reflexes, no Spider-Man-like powers. It was clear from the very beginning how this was going to end. No matter how brave you are, if this happens to you in the middle of the night, you would definitely be scared. It's a good thing this happened to him right when they stopped. You can't prepare for this surprise. A beautiful girl distracted him, and he forgot he had to pass quickly. He has good skills. He even managed to control a large bus on the snow. Sometimes it's better to simply sleep through some days. In an incredibly brave way, they managed to save their car from damaging another car, as their vehicle just started moving on its own. She was in such a hurry that she decided to shovel the snow off the car with a spade. After this, she's definitely going to need a visit to the body shop. Who would have thought that Santa could be this fast? Drive your own style, no matter what others think. Despite the rain, this girl couldn't be happier riding her bike while waiting for the green light. Her smile shines through the wet weather, showing that nothing can dampen her spirits. It's a perfect reminder that joy can be found even in the most unexpected moments. The millionaire stopped with his supercar so a fan could take a picture. What is really happening here? He doesn't go anywhere without his sweet dog, and wherever they show up, they draw attention because of the way he carries his little dog in a specially designed backpack. If you want to move, just hire this street performer. Because of filming for social media, her boyfriend was left without lunch. At least he managed to make everyone on the beach laugh. He simply chose to be happy today, no matter the problems around him. When you see there's no turning back, embrace the moment and put a smile on your face. I've seen many talents, but this girl's talent is truly something special. What do you think about this? This is the best advertisement for this motorcycle. My favorite animals are dogs, especially white ones. Before we continue with the video, I just want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you for being here with us. Your support means the world, and if you haven't already, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing. It only takes a second, but it helps us grow and bring more amazing content your way. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey. Have you ever seen hail this big before? A rat sneaked into their house and they thought their cat would chase it away. But turns out, the cat was just as scared of the rat as they were. A tennis match from a whole new perspective. The defending player clears the ball and accidentally takes out the referee instead. He definitely deserves the Dad of the Year gold medal. The guy scores the coolest bowling strike ever, and if no one had filmed it, nobody would believe it was possible. A tiny, cute cat is causing a bit of chaos, distracting the priest during a talk. Homemade juices are great, until this happens. Sometimes I'm left speechless. Would you dare visit this barber for a treatment? This is definitely one of the most interesting things I've seen this year.
Make these pants fall out with my...
His superpower is his voice. He doesn't share his toys with anyone. She had to reply to a text while riding a roller coaster, and of course, her phone went flying. When we're bored, strange things often cross our minds. He never skips his workout. He's combined training with fishing. Does anyone know if this goal is legitimate? The refs and the VAR have accepted it, but this feels like a scene from a movie. Clearly, he's going to need a diet as soon as possible.
Hi. You are adorable. I know I stink, but I would very much like to pet you.
You could never guess who this is being said to, not in your wildest dreams. When summer comes, we all find our own ways to cool off. I can already see what's going to happen. Everyone was wondering why he was late getting home until they looked out the window and saw him struggling to walk forward as the strong wind kept blowing him backward. She waited a long time to finally use the tool she ordered online, which had been gathering dust for months. This Christmas dinner, she decided to have a little fun with it. Is it legal to do this on the road? A tiny, cute dog getting a nail treatment. A wedding is something we never forget and always love to remember. Everyone except for this guy. His perfect video clip got ruined. She's having trouble closing the window on her new car, but just wait to see how she eventually solves it. If you're still with us, let us know which country you're watching us from. We'd love to find out which country our amazing audience is tuning in from the most. Are you ready for the fashion trends of 2025? A wise person once said that for every problem, there's a solution. Just be a chill guy. Just look at his happy face. He tried to jump over the fence, but forgot he's not in the same shape as he used to be. They forgot what they were doing for a moment, and a catastrophe happened. This is truly unbelievable. I almost think it's edited and not real. A one-in-a-million situation. I didn't know frogs were this social. I thought they were scared of people and would run away. Today was definitely not a day for sports.
Acá la municipalidad haciéndose cargo de las macanas que hace uno.
Are you brave enough to try this kind of fun? He overestimated his abilities. So there they were, just casually recording slime on the road like it was the discovery of the century, and he freaked out, thinking it might crawl up and attack him. A black cloud, looming like a villain in the sky, and someone had the guts to film it from the plane. If this isn't foreshadowing something crazy, I don't know what is. It was like a fish apocalypse, thousands of them just lying there on the sand, making you wonder if they had some secret underwater meeting and voted to move to land. Picture this, a black swan majestic as ever, splashing around with its adorable babies, proving even the most elegant creatures know how to have fun. With the wind howling and snow swirling everywhere, the ski resort didn't just look magical. It felt like you'd stepped into a winter fantasy, or maybe a snow-filled glitch in reality. Imagine this. The wind sweeps in, grabs the tents like it owns them, and whoosh, they're gone, leaving everyone standing there like, did anyone see where they landed? The sky turned dark as thousands of birds flew together, weaving patterns so intricate it felt like the clouds were painting stories above US.as if rehearsing for the grand finale of some avian symphony. Looking at that cloud, you couldn't help but feel like the entire city was about to be swallowed by a colossal tidal wave straight out of a disaster movie. So life like you half expected to hear the roar of crashing water as it descended on. There's something undeniably captivating about the owl, its ability to glide silently through the night, its stoic gaze that feels both wise and mysterious, and the way it perches gracefully as if guarding ancient secrets known only to the wilderness. This creature looks like a grasshopper, but with a strange alien twist, same size, but with bizarre features that make you question if it's from this planet or another dimension. Imagine a dog standing peacefully, while hundreds of colorful butterflies rest on it like a living canvas of pure joy and tranquility. It's a sight straight out of a fairy tale. With every movement, the diver revealed more and more shells, his collection growing so vast it felt like he'd single-handedly cleaned out an underwater kingdom. Thousands of birds soared above the marsh, their wings slicing through the misty air, creating a mesmerizing display of movement that turned the wetlands into a living canvas of flight. With its impressively straight back, this chicken looks less like a farm animal and more like it's preparing to strut down a runway, showing off its flawless form. His wife was against buying the quad, almost like she had a sixth sense that this would happen. Turns out, she might have been right all along. How would you react if your peaceful sunbathing session was interrupted by a slithering intruder like this? I'm guessing the relaxation would instantly turn into a cardio session. As kids, we all loved winter, but as we grow older, that love starts to fade, at least for me. And this is one of the reasons why. Let us know in the comments how you think this car ended up here on the branch. We're all ears for your wild theories. While proudly showing off her new boyfriend to her friends during lunch, her shiny new iPhone decided to take a dive. Right into the soup. When your best friend is a giant bear, every day feels like an adventure straight out of a fairy tale. Buying a robotic vacuum seemed like a great idea, or was it? Many say electric cars are safer, but what do you think about this? When the vehicle just randomly turned on and drove right into a store, guess it's safe to say that even the smartest tech can have its wild moments. A new level of fear has just been unlocked. This one definitely takes things to a whole new, terrifying level. A video of a girl cleaning snow off her car wouldn't be unusual, except she's using a shovel to do it. Looks like she's taking clearing snow to a whole new level. The sweet little cat loves watching videos on the phone. His house renovation costs are about to jump. It can happen to anyone. The new waiter accidentally drops the food he just brought to the guests. Looks like someone's in for a mishap moment. I'm sure many of you have found yourselves in this situation if you've ever been to the gym. He wanted to impress the girl, so he went for the max weight. And well, let's just say it didn't quite go as planned. An impossible mission, getting out of the mud right now. Before we move on with the video, I'd like to ask you to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let us know what your favorite part of the video was in the comments. We love hearing your thoughts. A paranormal situation caught on camera. Pay close attention to the door. What's even more fascinating is the calmness of this girl in such an eerie moment. What do you think would happen if this occurred during the night while you're up for a midnight snack and glance out the window? He picked the wrong moment and placed to check if the handbrake was up. Turns out it wasn't. Luckily, their vehicle didn't go too far. You've probably never seen a security system like this before. It's better than any alarm system. Who needs one when you've got this kind of protection? He ran into his ex at the club, and when he headed back to his car, an unexpected surprise awaited him in the parking lot. She had destroyed his car. Do you believe in fate? Let us know in the comments. When you finish your online construction school, your first day on the job usually looks like this. She thought she was just washing the car, but the car wash machine had other plans and gave her a surprise bath too. Guess it's a full-service wash after all. They accidentally discovered this bizarre phenomenon, water flowing from the pipe while fires blazing at the same time. These people believe this water is holy and healing. Looks like the melon had other plans. Goodbye, summer snack. They had no idea the camera was rolling, capturing all their acrobatics around the house while their owners were at work. Maybe she's not cut out for the job at the market, but as a stunt woman, she'd totally rock it. Funny situations in the gym are part of the daily grind, but at least there's always a solid crew around to help you out and teach you something new. You never know what you'll learn, even if it's just how not to do something. The medical team sprinted onto the field to carry the injured player off, but the stretcher clearly wasn't having it. Every time they tried, the player kept slipping out like he was too busy for a nap. Is this the one guy who managed to fool these ice cream street performers? He ate more cones than anyone ever has. Pets are mischievous little creatures that bring happiness into our lives, although sometimes they manage to create chaos that leaves us with a headache and a lighter wallet. Suddenly, a flower pot falls on his head, but he's the ultimate chill guy. Nothing can upset him, not even this. In fact, it cracked him up. If you ever think being a photo model is easy, just remember this clip. A walk in nature was getting boring, so this idea popped into his head. Before we continue, I'd like to ask you to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, let us know which country you're watching us from. We'd love to know where our amazing audience is tuning in from the most. Friends in good times and bad. Have you ever seen bread prepared like this before? They're incredibly synchronized. I thought I loved cakes the most, but just look at these people go, they're grabbing like there's no tomorrow. What you put out into the world, the universe returns. But for him, it was instant. The 10 of them thought they could pull this off without messing it up, but everything was destroyed in just a few seconds. Usually, cats are afraid of water, but this one loves it. The match had to be postponed while they fixed the hoop he smashed. The grandmother who makes cotton candy creates the best sweets ever. She's truly dedicated to her craft. The goalkeeper who's impossible to score against, and during the match, he dances on the goal to entertain the crowd. He's a fan favorite. She didn't plan on swimming today, so she wore her fancy dress. But as she tried to get into the boat, she ended up taking an unexpected dive into the sea. When I'm bored, I take a few loops around the city on public transport. You can spot the most unusual people and situations there. The most memorable time we spend is with our family. During his performance on stage, the singer slipped. Guess the floor wasn't as big a fan of his moves as the crowd. The workers at the makeup shop were shocked when they found this cute cat chilling in their store, taking a nap like it owned the place. The weirdest amusement park ever. We're always afraid of things like this happening at our wedding, and yet, they often do. She did not know that camera was watching her. They're conquering territory. Nothing strange for them. The wind was so strong, it blew away a sun umbrella that's as heavy as a regular umbrella. On their way to the beach, they stumbled upon a real show put on by the wind. The nearby shop had its stuff flying everywhere, like a scene straight out of a movie. They're using a drone to prepare the food. An interesting mascot at the festival. I wouldn't want to run into that after a few too many drinks. Is this how the dish is really made, or is she just showing off how angry she gets when cooking? There was a height limit sign under the bridge, but the truck driver thought, nah, I can make it. Well, turns out the truck didn't. It got a one-way ticket to the scrapyard instead. I get dizzy just watching this. Normally, this is the road you can drive on, but you might want to keep an eye on the tide, so you don't end up stuck like this. This is the easiest way to start a diet. He caught the ball, but he managed to upset his wife in the process. They set up a stand at the market selling second-hand dentures, because who doesn't want a gently used smile? Just make sure they're not too bite-sized for you. Every beginning is tough. An interesting shot from the public gym. This girl really has incredible speed. She could totally star in The Matrix. The ultimate nightmare for any girl. Finding a spider in the house. It's like the whole world stops and all focus shifts to survival mode. Not only did he catch nothing, but he also managed to lose his fishing rod. I knew cows were social, but I didn't know they loved putting on a show in front of the camera. I can't wait for summer and warm weather. Do you feel the same way? A skydiver lands on a wave, his feet gripping a surfboard, as if he's done this 1,000 times, totally living the dream. Forgetting to pull the handbrake was his first mistake. Now he's channeling his inner superhero, trying to stop a truck with his bare hands. Who needs safety precautions when you're a professional like him, steering a giant blue excavator down a cliff like it's a slide? He thought his sports car could conquer the flood like a pro spoiler. The water won, but at least he made it to the other side. In the courtyard, there's a guy wearing a black dress zooming around on a hoverboard, but the dress is so long, we can't even see the board. A dried sunflower becomes the latest real estate craze, all thanks to the clever little bird that decided it was the perfect spot for a nest. This overloaded truck tried to go under a bridge, but the extra white car on top decided it was too tall for such adventures. When the truck's trailer got wedged under the bridge, it was like watching a slow-motion traffic jam unfold right in front of our eyes. It's like watching a superhero on horseback. No matter how high the horse jumps, he stays on like he's defying gravity. With a powerful leap, the motorcyclist clears the gap between two trees, making us question our life choices. As the bus chugged through the city streets, thick smoke began billowing from its rear, giving the impression it could burst into flames at any second. The strong man walks through the field, carrying a massive rock on his back, barely breaking a sweat. As the red Jeep powered through the snowstorm, pulling the white Audi behind, the driver misjudged the speed and the Audi couldn't keep up, crashing into the snow like a helpless passenger caught in a whirlwind. With quick movements, the guy leaves everyone around him stunned as he effortlessly pulls off impressive feats. Overloaded to the extreme, the truck is a sight to behold, with vans and yellow cars lined up neatly along the trailer, as if they were part of a well-planned game of Tetris. The guy, in the nick of time, moved his car from the parking spot, only to watch in disbelief as a tree came crashing down exactly in its place. In an attempt to avoid the traffic jam, the driver of the black car tried to enter the opposite lane, but met a surprising obstacle. The truck, carrying another truck on its trailer, cruises along the highway, creating a bizarre and almost impossible scene. On the ski slope, the girl is capturing the moment with her phone, while her husband creates a snowstorm effect behind her. As the woman was picking up her children from school, she drove into her garage, not realizing that the right door of her new Tesla wasn't properly shut, and when she pulled in, the door got caught and ripped off, leaving her in shock and disbelief at the unexpected turn of events. In this mind-blowing footage, traffic comes to a halt, and drivers navigate their vehicles so close to one another on a single lane, squeezed between two massive cliffs, making it seem like they're part of an action movie scene. What's fascinating about this is that every move these police officers make while learning motorcycle maneuvers is being performed in public, turning their training into a free show for everyone who happens to be around. The girl, dressed in a skirt and high heels, kicks her legs high above her head, popping balloons with ease in an impressive display of flexibility and precision. In a scene that could easily belong in a fantasy movie, a massive flock of crows descends upon the parking lot, filling the air with its eerie presence. As the group of friends enjoy their leisurely boat ride, two of their buddies soar in a tiny plane just above them, buzzing by in perfect synchrony. Driving through the city, a man skillfully maneuvers a tow truck with two additional tow trucks hitched behind it, creating a strange but impressive convoy. A real test of professionalism, this bus driver effortlessly weaves between eggs scattered across the road, demonstrating not only expertise in driving, but a true sense of mastery in his craft, all while avoiding any mishaps. Watch in amazement as a young man performs an incredible trick, juggling 3 dice in one hand and 3 in the other, all while impressing his friends at the restaurant table. A man struggles to maneuver his massive truck down a narrow street, with the trailer dangerously close to scraping the side of a house. His mastery of the weapon is evident with each flawless motion, leaving the audience amazed at the sheer speed and skill required for such incredible tricks. Her skill is unparalleled, as she stands tall on the back wheel, gracefully maneuvering the bike through tight spaces with a level of precision that seems almost impossible. His years of experience show as he effortlessly mixes the massive portion, ensuring each spaghetti strand is perfectly coated in sauce. As he works, his fingers move with the grace of an artist, folding the dough into intricate shapes, creating pastries that are as much a visual masterpiece as they are a culinary delight. The guy performs stunts on a motorcycle on a narrow platform, including a backflip, and continues riding on the back wheel. The ground below rushes towards him at a terrifying pace, but he maintains complete control, his skill and experience guiding him safely down the slope. With each pull-up, she defies expectations, her body moving with incredible control as she shows the world that strength knows no bounds, inspiring everyone around her. As the tool buzzes, her hand remains steady, carving each letter carefully into the surface, adding a personal touch to her prized vehicle. Every move she makes is graceful yet powerful, as she bends and leaps with ease, showcasing the incredible control she has over her own body. With expert precision, the driver manages to keep the heavy machine steady, moving slowly but surely, balancing the massive weight with ease. With every jump, he makes it look so effortless that you'd think he was born with the ability to defy physics, leaving the audience in total disbelief at how smoothly he glides above the water without ever touching it. His skill level is so extraordinary that even the boats seem to be competing to be the next jump-off point, as he dances across the water like it's just another day in his action-packed life. It's as though he's in complete control of the air itself, gliding effortlessly with such style that you can't help but wonder if he's secretly a flying superhero in disguise. His movements are so quick that even the lights in the gym can't catch up with him, making it feel like time slows down just for his performance. He's not just doing push-ups, he's turning the entire concept of fitness into a performance, effortlessly switching from 2 dumbbells to 1 hand and leaving the gym in total awe of his strength and balance. The villagers stare in disbelief as he casually strolls by, wondering if they're witnessing a modern-day Hercules or if he's secretly training for the world's strongest man competition. As he flips the plane with grace and control, it's almost as if he's rewriting the rules of aviation, showing the world just how precise and daring a pilot can be. His golf swings are so fast and powerful that even the balls seem to be in a rush, zipping through the air at lightning speed while his friend struggles to keep up with the constant barrage of shots. The guy is standing on a purple rubber ball in the gym, doing squats with a barbell on his back. Suspended in mid-air above the lake, she catches a bird in mid-flight, showing such incredible agility and precision that it's as if she has the power to control the very laws of nature around her. Each move is more impressive than the last, as he flows through the park with such fluidity that even the benches seem to move out of his way in awe. He jumps over the water with such ease that it seems like he's simply gliding through the air, leaving the water basin untouched and everyone around him in stunned silence. People in the gym can't help but applaud, not knowing whether they're watching a man or a superhero in disguise, bending metal as if it's nothing more than dough. The water is so clear, you can see every single rock beneath the surface, making the jump look like something straight out of an action movie. Her belly dances with such fluidity that it feels like it's alive, as if she's hosting a tiny secret performer who knows how to steal the show without anyone noticing. His foot connects with a match so flawlessly that it sparks to life in an instant, leaving everyone in the room questioning how something so difficult could be executed so effortlessly. As he lowers himself with perfect form, his family stays balanced on his back, making you wonder if they're actually contributing to his workout or if he's secretly lifting the entire house. Each time he flies into the air, it's as if he's practicing to leap to the moon, only to land perfectly back on the trampoline with the precision of a high-flying acrobat. Every time the shuttlecock flies through the air, it's as if it's following their lead, completing each trick with flawless precision, as if the two of them were born to perform this routine. As the hammer hits the nail with perfect accuracy, it's as if he's controlling time itself, driving each nail into the wood with such precision that the world seems to slow down around him. With a flick of his wrist, he sends each dart directly to the center of the board, as if he's some kind of dartboard whisperer. The water surges and the current becomes more dangerous. He films the rising flood, unsure whether his escape will be successful or if he'll be swept away by nature's power. While the wheels hop and bounce down the road like wild bouncy balls, the driver remains completely unfazed, as if he's in the middle of a high-speed action film. With every perfect shot, he demonstrates the ultimate skill, hunting with such precision while riding his horse like he's a legend in motion. As the wind catches her hair, it whips around her in a dramatic display, and for a moment it feels like nature itself is part of her performance, swirling together in perfect harmony. His acrobatic moves create such a stunning display on the water surface that it looks like he's painting with water, each movement frozen in time for the perfect Instagram shot. The axes spin in the air like boomerangs, landing in the wall exactly where he aimed them, showing a level of skill that seems impossible. Each chair he flies over adds to the spectacle, leaving the crowd in awe as he effortlessly hops over what seems like an impossible challenge. Despite the deep snow and heavy truck, the Audi doesn't hesitate, pulling the massive vehicle with the ease of a beast in its element. The scene unfolds like a car chase in a movie, where the Ferrari hits back with an aggressive move, leaving the guy in reverse wondering what just happened. Mid-air, with the parachute still deployed, he switches to the board and surfs the waves like he's been doing it his entire life, executing each move flawlessly. With every twirl and flip of the stick, it's hard to believe he's not an actual ninja, as his moves are sharp, quick, and deadly accurate. With perfect timing, he manages to flip twice in the air while avoiding the rope, impressing the crowd with his flawless execution of the move. Are you also counting down the days until summer and all these kinds of adventures? Nature is truly beautiful in all its forms. These are the moments worth living for, truly beautiful. Do crowds on the beaches bother you? In this case, I don't think it would bother me. After the examination, the doctor reassures her, explaining it's nothing serious, though the visit brings some much-needed relief. People on the beach can't believe their eyes as he walks backward, legs contorted over his shoulders, performing an acrobatic feat. Every tire he throws finds its spot perfectly, and the crowd watches in awe, amazed by his uncanny precision and skill. As his feet slice through the air, two balloons explode above him, and the audience erupts, stunned by his ability to pop them effortlessly. His skateboarding skills are on full display as he spins, jumps, and flips along the entire length of the rail, earning cheers from the spectators. Today, we're bringing you moments so unbelievable, you'll be asking yourself, how was this even caught on camera? From jaw-dropping stunts to once-in-a-lifetime events, these are the clips you just have to see to believe. Stick around because every second is a surprise. Unmatched synchronization, performing a show so mesmerizing that it feels hypnotic. When you love what you do, you become perfect at it. A fearless pilot navigates his plane through dense fog, taking on a challenge that most wouldn't dare. What do you think? Will they manage to pass the vehicle inspection? This is the most interesting thing I've seen this year. For this cowboy and his horse, there's no obstacle they can't overcome. If it hadn't been filmed, no one would believe it. The candy machine pulled off what looked like a magic trick. It's a daring connection between human and predator that few can truly understand. The battle between man and beast is far from over. This footage comes to us from Australia, a place known for its diverse wildlife you can encounter every day. But a bird throwing a stick at a car like this? I've never seen anything like it before. He didn't pay for parking, but it ended up costing him much more. Be honest. Would you try this yourself? He wanted to be unique on the road, and he succeeded. They caught a mischievous mouse in the act of stealing things around the house. It was running off to its secret hideout behind a hole in the wall, like some tiny criminal mastermind. Honestly, it looked like something straight out of a cartoon. She is the true snow queen. The question is, how do I continue our journey once we step off the train? Is this real-life Transformers? It's enough for him to keep doing his job on the beach like this. No need for gym training. That's the secret to his great shape. The smoke turned into something that looks like clouds. The ocean is unpredictable. We can never be fully prepared enough. A custom-made bicycle, so tall it can reach the traffic lights. Before we continue, I just want to take a moment to thank you for being here with us. Your support means the world, and we wouldn't be where we are without you. If you haven't already, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing. It truly makes all the difference. I would do this job even without pay. It's just so relaxing. Thanks for watching Incredible Moments Caught on Camera, Best of the Month. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell us your favorite moment in the comments. Stay tuned for more unbelievable footage. See you in the next one.